Hello and welcome back to Kino-Plays, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's go. Well, as of the last part of this, we bribed the kid with a trading card, so now maybe he'll actually give us some goddamn testimony on what the hell he saw. Let's talk to the creepily deep-voiced kid. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So, tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. I don't know any of these things. I'm guessing they're all the right answer, but let's go with the actor's acting? Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers. Ooh, that's totally hardcore. You're calling me hardcore. So, what else do you like about it? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. So tell me, what your favourite thing about the Steel Samurai is? Fighting skills, I guess? I think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public? I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out. My new digital camera. Oh! Based on that, I'm guessing he has a photo of the actual murder. Including the time, because it's a digital camera, so that would have been recorded. And I can already predict two things that might be off on that photo. Number one, the time meaning that it's before the head comes down, so we've got more suspects. And number two, I bet the spear that was used in the killing doesn't have duct tape on it. Let's see. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Okay. What's with people always giving stuff to me? What a life. I can't examine it. Yes, Tomo, that was my exact same thought. What's with them always giving her stuff? It's the power of tits. Just like how the power of tits compelled the child to come back when he ran away. Oh, and a third thing that the book and the photographs may well expose. What do you think the chances are that it'll be the Steel Samurai is this handed and the photo is the other hand? So I'm guessing Will Powers will be a left-hander because that's unusual. Yet the killer is just your regular old right-hander. In fact... Well, he's holding the spear with the left hand there. Yeah. We'll see. You were here on... Ah, God, no, it's not his voice, it's mine now. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Yes, Tits? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. I bet you already have, Phoenix. I bet you've already found the key pieces of information from him already, and you just need to look at that album. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear just like always. 1 shot, 1 kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. Really, Phoenix? You can't imagine any other possibilities? Really? I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Yeah, let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. Hi, Gumshoe. I heard everything. This boy here is the key witness. And he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. The fuck? That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa! You're gonna puss out on me like that, really? You asshole! Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I don't know for certain, but I do believe him, yeah. I mean, we still haven't found any reason for those sleeping pills. And I do think that it's someone pretending to be him. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. That could be... no, I don't think so, Tom. I don't think he's talking about having seen the rehearsal. Mr. Wright? Yeah? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. At least tell some dead baby jokes. Those always go down well. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? Gee, you mean like sleeping pills found under the table with all the stakes, and the fact that he claims to have gone to sleep? Yeah, that's totally been overlooked by the dumbass main character. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Well, that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I made the Steel Samurai noob. Ruffle. Salmonella, I'm a director. Television. Well, this motherfucker looks guilty. Do we really need to go on with the trial? I think we can convict this guy right here and all be quite happy, don't you? No? No one? Fuck. Fine. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Guilty! Execute this man for being scum! Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios for around 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Really, dude? I don't think you've skipped a lunch in years. We were in the meeting room until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. No, it was estimated around then. Judge, seriously? And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was at the studios around 9 that morning. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day. Frowny face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. In the employee area? Yeah, that's right. I was in a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Or rather, it was a fight scene. I wasn't in it. Me? Exercise? Fuck that. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? No, just us four. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, Roths. What the fuck is Roths? Roll on floor screaming? I've not come across that modification of Rothel before. Roths? Rolling on the floor starving? Yeah, that one fits too, Phoenix, I guess. I hear everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Fucking plebs. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Oh! Hello! Maybe I was right a few streams back when I was saying that I think that maybe the assistant is the killer. I mean, she seems too small to have pulled off the costume, but if she's the one who drugged Will Powers, that could be the reason. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. No, there were 3 plates with bones on in the employee area, mate. Pay attention. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Maybe? I'm trying to think, I mean, there was... Will would have eaten there. Jackhammer would have eaten there. And there was a 3rd plate. So who else would have eaten the T-bone steak with them? I mean, I'm trying to remember if the security lady said if she ate with them, or if she went straight to work at the end of that rehearsal, so she wouldn't have had that meal. I mean, the assistant could have eaten with them, but let's go with contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What do you want, Sweats? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Oh yeah, I actually completely forgot that there were plates over at the Studio 2 trailer as well. Yeah, there were two plates outside. Now, he said, but I should have remembered that because him and May said that they also had T-bone steaks, even though there were no T-bones on the plate. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, good call, Sweat. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, then that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4 PM. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. You certainly look like the kind to include hentai in a children's show. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting? Well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Bullshit! You didn't take a single break? Well... yeah, not a one. Slut. Dude, just a few minutes ago we already caught you out on that. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Dude! Are you fucking serious right now? Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manelli, you just contradicted yourself. Via the contradiction from a few moments ago that somehow I fucking forgot and... what the fuck? God damn it. I mean... okay, I know that what he just said would have been what he would have said if I hadn't called him out on the earlier contradiction. But that's why you don't use the same text when you already have the answer. You should have modified that a bit there to account for us already having found out that information. That really makes the character look like an absolute fucking moron. God damn it. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Ruffle. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honour, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Oh, fuck. Edgeworth's laughing. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. What? Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Steams. Steams? The fuck? I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, right where we took a break. Ruffle. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise, you know, apart from the head that is supposedly having fallen down at 2:15, already having blocked off the road, but no, there's no possible way for Phoenix to have known that possibility. Fuck's sake, Phoenix! This is why you have adaptive stories. You adjust what the character says based on what they know. Well, it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes? That's quite a feat. Seriously? No, it fucking isn't. I mean, maybe if it was a T-bone steak and a shitload of other stuff, but just eating a steak in 15 minutes? Are you fucking kidding me? If all you've got is the steak, that's like 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. Why is that? Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. If you take the time to drink and talk and have a chat with someone while eating, it might take the full 15 minutes or longer, but if you're just eating, fuck off with that. It does not take that long to eat a steak. Steaks are too fucking delicious to take your time with. Besides, you don't want them to go cold. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honour, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Oh shit, he knows about the head. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? By any chance have you utterly forgotten a very important fact, you fucking moron? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is crucial. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? God damn you! I really want to say that I claim it, yes, but from the evidence that we have, it's impossible. But I don't believe the evidence. That's the problem. And if Phoenix was a real fucking lawyer, he wouldn't believe the evidence either, because he would be questioning everything. How do you know that that the thing fell down at 2:15? Because the clock stopped. Well, how do you know the clock was correct? Straight away, plausible deniability. You've got reasonable doubt there as to the validity of that as that time as a statement. The murder happened at 2:30. How do you know? Well, that's what time we found the body. And So, the person could have died a while before you found the body. Ah, but the autopsy says it was then. Yeah, but autopsies can't be accurate. They're a range. Bring that time into question. Unless someone directly witnessed the murder, which we now know the kid did. That doesn't add up. But also, the kid... the kid's testimony is a bit odd anyway, what he said to us so far. I mean, he said he went into the forest around about 2. He was lost for 30 to 45 minutes, or I think he said. Or he might have just said 30 minutes. I think he said 30 to 45, but I'm not sure on that one. So say he said just 30 minutes that he was lost for. Well, at what time did he get to Studio 2? Studio 1, I mean. Because in the picture that showed that he saw things, he was still in the forest. He saw the samurai on the path, not in the studio, as far as we've been told so far. Of course, he didn't say that out loud. That was the picture. So it's what does Phoenix know here is the question there. Plus, the producer, the director just now has said that they didn't have their meal until 2:45, or maybe 2:30. So there'd be no time to get over there because it'd be at that time already. But how does he know what time it was? What is he basing that on? Did he look at his watch? Did he look at his phone? Did something do an announcement? How does he know what time it was? Also, did any of them... Oh. Now there's a thought. When that head came down, did anyone in the trailer hear the head come down? Because surely it would have made a hell of a noise. And if they heard it, was that before or after their break? I really want to claim it out loud that someone there could have, but I don't want to say that they did, just that they could have. But it's not impossible. I'm sure no, it's impossible is the correct answer, but it also feels like the most wrong answer out of the two, and they both feel like the wrong answer. Yeah, but I kind of don't mind getting a penalty at this point, and to say it, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. There should be a third option for just, no, I'm not making that claim. But I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't like that. Fuck it, I'm claiming it. Even though, God, there's no proof either way. God damn it. Fuck it. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial's over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. Based on one person's testimony of what time it was, with you not even pressing him to check what time it was. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey said, wait, what? It's Mr. Monkey's head, not... Wait. No, it does say Mr. there. For a minute I was thinking that means that there were two of the statues. Why are you saying Mrs. Monkey's head? Maybe this game is just filled with terrible translation errors. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Oh, okay, so it's not a translation thing, it's just that Edgeworth kept fucking up. Fair enough. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you'll lose this round. What, so I can't make the counter-argument of how do you know for certain that that was what time it went down at? Because maybe the clock stopped before it fell down. Maybe it just got defective and the timer stopped even before that accident took its head off. You can't prove that the two things are directly connected. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Oh god, he's even worse from further away. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Hang on. Who says that you have to follow the path in the first place? That you couldn't go... I mean, we know that Studio 2 isn't even there. There's a gate, but there's no building. I mean, if the kids can use the forest to get around all of this, why couldn't adults go into Studio 2 and then walk to Studio 1? I mean, you are putting some really big leaps in logic here. Oh, it's not possible because look at the map. What, you've never taken a shortcut? They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. There is another possibility, but it's a weird one. The possibility that the person in... I mean, I mentioned this before, the suicide thing. Taking the suicide off the table, there's still the possibility that that is actually Jack Hammer in the costume. And that he wore that to get to the studio, then changed into his costume because he was maybe planning on framing Will for something. Just a general something. Like trashing the set, destroying the camera, anything. But then, someone he was working with turned on him and killed him. Yeah, but did the kid... Shit! Oh, motherfucker! That's why there is no chipping on the floor, and why there is no blood on the floor, Tomo. Because the murder did not happen in Studio 1. That is why the kid said he saw it, and the photo of the kid seeing it is the kid off the path. Because the killing was photo 1. The killing happened at the archway, not Studio 1. We have no proof for this yet, but that is what I think happened. I don't think the killing even happened in Studio 1. I think he was killed on the footpath and then dragged to Studio 1. And I think it was either the director or the producer that did it, maybe. Though I still think that the assistant has to be involved because of the sleeping pills and the T-bone steaks. But yeah, I think that's what... I don't think it happened in the studio. I think it happened on the path before the head fell down as well. Your Honour, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Whee! I'm gonna go play on the slide! What do you do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Me? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was still a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seemed like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we'll prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. For the kids! Let's do it. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defence might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Oh, you prick! Let's see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. No, leave him there. Leave it as that. That's fucking funny. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Damn it was so much funnier with just the eyes poking out. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey Tits, it's you. The nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness. Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth, I prefer to read my... God damn it. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Really, it took till now to consider even doing that? Even though he mentioned having the camera already when we talked to him at the studio? Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Yeah, you're totally not lying with that face at that moment after you said that you always keep it with you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Yeah, there's two contradictions right there. One, that he saw the fight happen without entering the studio, and the other that he didn't have a camera at the time. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid's tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on the rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. So why did you need a map to get there if you'd been there multiple times, though? Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. Yeah, I mean, the trees aren't exactly fucking densely put together so that you couldn't walk between them. You don't have to use a path, you know. You could walk around the obstacle. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio? Seriously? Fucking seriously? Neither of you! Neither of you are going to pick up on the fact that the head was not busted at that time. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Kinda skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. Huh. He's been awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say? Right, let's see then. It'd really help if it had updated what he said, based on what I pressed him for, because I'd know exactly where to press something. Because this should work. But immediately before this one, where he said he was going for the studio, he said that he got there and hadn't seen the broken head. That it was still attached. So if he was lost for 30 minutes, that means it was before 2:15. But his time puts it at 2:30. That should be right. That is a contradiction. Come on. I'll have to come. I guess I'll have to do that one after I point out about him not having the camera with him then. I guess it depends on the order you do things in. Yeah. Okay, there we are, camera. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Oh god, that face! Oh Jesus! Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so! I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Oh, nice, they even drew the box. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. No, Tomo, that's not the order. He didn't see the head at 2 and then got lost. He said he entered the woods for the studio at 2, and when he arrived at the place where he was getting to, when he reached the studio, which was 30 minutes later, that the head was still there. That's what he said. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Can you describe it to us? So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away? Not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. Okay, now that is sus as fuck. I mean, even before that moment, I was starting to get really suspicious of the fact that the kid kept saying, the person? Because surely a super fan would have been saying the whole time, the evil magistrate. The fact that he's not specifying that it's the evil magistrate is incredibly fucking suspicious. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Well, we will find out what happened next after the break, next time on Kino-Plays Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. New episodes uploaded daily to the YouTube channel, 9 PM UK time. Thank you for joining me, take care, and goodbye.